G'day humans, Chris Stead here. I'm on the road. Today I'm at Aquatopia, which is on the island of Hon Thom in Phu Quoc Island in Vietnam. Now this is part of a grander Sun World place, which has this place, Aquatopia, which is all water park, and it has Exotica, which is next door, which is like roller coasters and more of a theme parky style thing, which they're both attached to. And you come in on this giant gondola, or at least you're supposed to. Now we didn't come in on a giant gondola, this gondola's broken. So we ended up just bargaining with a local we had a boat to drop us off here because we knew it was open, but there's no way of getting here. And so, unless you're on a tour. And so we landed here on a weird beach, in fact right there, had to go through this swamp and trees, came in the back door of this joint, and yeah, there's no one here. Basically pretty much got a place to ourselves. It's been pretty good. We do every single ride here that's open. There's a few that are closed, unfortunately. Now, obviously there's been wonders. There's also on Phu Quoc Island. That's kind of the other big theme park. So I'm just going to give you guys an opportunity to see what this is about, and then I'll do another separate video which is going to be a comparison. So let's begin with, I'll do a quick tour and talk you through some of the rides and my general thoughts. Righto, so that's your map. Now unfortunately the lazy river, which is around here, this big long one around here, which is quite huge, that's closed at the moment. The big unfortunate one is this one, the Taipan, which looks sick because it goes up, it goes down and up all the way around. That would have been really fun. That one's closed. And this one over here as well is closed, which is just kind of like you do a drop and then you go wee, and then you come back down, right? Everything else is open. And I've been on all the other rides. So I'll quickly take you this way. So that's where you can see the cable car, but if you get the cable car, you'll come in through this entrance over here. We did not get the cable car because it's closed. And as I said, we came in on some weird beach on the other side. I'm just glad we made it, to be honest. It took us too long to get here, unfortunately. So it closes at 4. Now it says 5 on the website. I swear it says 5, but they're saying it closes at 4, potentially because it's empty. So we didn't get here about midday, and we want to see this and the one next door. So we haven't had much of a chance to stay here, but having said that, with no queues, we're able to do everything, and many of them quite a few times. So this is kind of the kiddie end of town. So you can see they've got these slides here, which are pretty decent for kids. Like, just did a couple of little turns on it, kind of thing you might get in a resort. That one over there's kind of got that big kind of bulb thing going on where you splash up the side, so that's pretty rad. I'd be pretty stoked for that if I was a youngster. And yeah, this lazy river, which is obviously the best way to get around the whole entire place, is unfortunately closed at the moment. And I think that is a bit unfortunate because the ground's really wet. So look at that. So that's really good for the little kids pool. Just go down and slide down one of those. I don't usually go that good for the youngsters. Look at that. Very cool. So yeah, awesome place for young'uns. Great for all ages, but they've really done well for catering for all the age groups. A little splash pool over there. I don't know what Sunbuns is, must be a restaurant. Oh, I can show you the menu. And it's excellent, huge kind of water park, one of the best you're going to come across. Classic bucket, but there's water everywhere. Here it goes. Take that. But multiple slides, like what, 5, 6, 7 slides. Heaps to climb on, rope sections, everything, monkeying around. Epic. And here we go. It's the combo meals here. You can get a burger, fries and a soft drink for 190k. 190k is about, I'm asking me to do maths here. So 50 is about $3.20 Australian. So you're looking at about 13, 14 bucks for the combo meal. So that's Australian. So nowhere near as good as you get out in the street, but not a bank breaker either. And no one looked at our bags, by the way, on the way in. So you can probably just bring in a few bits and pieces if you want. How good is this place? So this is kind of the kiddie end of town. Now on the far side is a big wave pool, which I'll show you. Let's go around. Take a look through here. No, they've done a really good job of decorating everything. The theme's really well carried through. I've noticed that all the rides are just that little bit more intense, a little bit steeper, a little bit rougher, a little bit more throwing you around than what we got in Waterbomb in Bali, which is another kind of popular overseas one for Aussies at least. And also, you can see they're doing some maintenance over there on the Lazy River. But also, like with the Australian ones, definitely. Obviously, the big thing is the queue. So, some of the rides over here in Australia, you can wait up to 2 hours, to be honest, in peak season. Now, there is some pretty long queues, like built queues. So maybe they're expecting bigger crowds. So as you can see, they've got these awesome statues everywhere. What do we got here? Mango restaurant. This is the buffet. So they've got a full buffet that you can have for 300,000. So it's not bad per person if you're just kind of a couple of adults, but it gets pretty rough when you're doing 5. All right. Plenty of shade, as you can tell, but outside the shade it is hot. Now I'm here in early November, so it's coming close to winter, theoretically. There's a pizzeria down here. And then we're going to get into the more exciting rides. As you can see, there's no one here. We've got the place to ourselves almost. I think we're seeing about 10, 20 people max. We got here, 200,000 for a pizza. That's actually better than the street prices. Pizzas are really expensive here. Okay, so over here we have got the drops. So the yellow drop, they both come from the same platform. So me and my son went on those. They just drop the yellow and they just go whoosh, whoosh, send you around. Or the big drop, they just go straight down. There's this thing in this punch pool here. That's very, we know what they're like. The yellow one's a bit rough. It kind of turns right at the end here, see? Actually no, that wasn't, I've actually copped a lot of water up the nose. You get splashed, like I said, it's a bit more vigorous. You get splashed a lot more than you do in like-minded ones from Australia. Now over here, you've got this giant raft thing over here. Now the cool thing about this is, this big one up here, is that this raft takes up to 6 people. So it's the first ride I can ever remember going on where all our entire family was able to go on it at once. It's pretty slow and meandering. It's pretty super friendly for kids, youngsters. Like you take, you're 5, 6, up to 12 maybe on it, and everyone's going to have a good family fun time, but it's not exactly like heart beating thrill stuff. Over here you've got, I think they're called these white ones that go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh around here. They're pretty intense. Super fast. Everything here is really fast. I actually like that one in the middle. You can see down there, that one that goes, it's kind of like doing the drop, but it's a more subtle start, and then you come flying down there. That was really fun. This one, this white one here is a bit of a kicker, because you kind of come around at the end, you can see, and then there's a last twist right before it finishes. It just like gives you a bit of a whack, or it just like kind of throws you sideways in a heap of water in your face, and all of a sudden you're at the end. You don't see it coming, so like you can kind of see the light coming. I think you can see through there. See if I can get around a better view. Yeah, it's got like a last little twist, which I really prefer it didn't. You can see through there. Look. See, so it comes curving around there, and at the last second it just straightens up, and that really throws you for 6. So you kind of, yeah, I mean it's cool, like don't get me wrong, like a piece of fun, but yeah, just throws you just before the entrance, and kind of made it so that I didn't really enjoy it. Then there's the grey one I was telling you about over there, which is closed at the moment. So here you see these big rafts. So the Anaconda is the open one, and the Taipan's the one you can see through there. See the big wall? So you would have seen these before. So it kind of drops in, drops in, drops here, and you go right up there, and you come down over a little jump. There's a very similar one in Waterbomb. I'm sorry that I'm being a little bit quick on this, but I really want to get over and try the roller coasters, or the roller coaster. And we've only, like I said, we only got here at midday, and just thankfully there hasn't been a queue to come across. So we've done heaps in 2 hours, and now we're going to go see the other half of the complex. Now this is the Octopus. Now this one seems to be quite common around water parks nowadays. You can see it up there. So we raced down that a couple of times. It's the one where you kind of lie on your stomach. It's actually pretty fun. And it's kind of head first. You go down. Right. Now let's walk up to where my favourite rides are. Now I haven't been to Vind Wonders as of the time of filming this, so I don't have a comparison notes for you at this point. Now other than say price wise, the ticket was $250,000 for an adult and $200,000 for anyone under 140 centimetres, which only counted one of my children, my 7-year-old. So 1.2 million. And that works out to, I don't know, about $75, $80 Australian for all of us to get in here. And then, but then we had to like get a boat ride over here and a taxi and a few other bits and pieces, but it's still going to come out, you know, under 150 for the day, which is awesome. So here there's 4 different rides. They're all based on tubes, and they're all awesome. So you got this grey one, which has kind of like these walls in it, like this. This yellow one's wicked. It kind of drops you, like a big drop, and then you go, I think we went around, me and my wife went around about 5 times around the outside. The green one, which is kind of a bit more like friendly, just drops and walls, and the white one's kind of similar as well, a bit more open sections, but yeah, both of them really fun. So these 4 really good. So you can probably tell already that there's a fair bit of value here. Definitely worth going to, no question about it. We haven't even got to the other half yet. It's already worth it. And now these are my favourites. This thing is sick. It's so good. I think you can make out the drop there. It's a huge steep drop, just plummets you. And you go so far up the wall, it's ridiculous, especially when there's 4 of you, and then come back down. And then this one has mini versions of it, 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. Now I'm telling you, in Australia, you can wait hours to get on one of these. And at the moment, there's no one. So we just went, basically the only thing that let us down was our cardio. And unfortunately this is the Python. So this one I was really excited to go on, but it's closed. So mega bummer. But as you can see, it's really good too. So it shoots you, you go down and it shoots you up, then you spin around, go down, shoots you up, spins around. It gets quite convoluted in this far corner as well. As you can see down there, so it's got quite a couple of little tight twists before it shoots you out. So that would have been so much fun, but wasn't meant to be this time. Get an excuse to come back, I guess. And over here, you have a really generously sized wave park. So it's almost like this place can get really packed, but you know, it's hard to tell why there's no one here other than the fact the cable car. Oh, there's the cable car. You can see what I mean, it's a humongous cable car. I think it's the longest in the world, someone said. It comes from the mainland. But yeah, so you got a wave pool here. And then the final piece of the puzzle, in terms of what we get in Aquatopia, is over here, is a flow rider. Now the cool thing about the flow rider is, unlike many other places that I've gone, they don't charge extra for it. So you just queue up and jump on it whenever you like. And do the standing wave. They call it, yeah, flow rider. So there we go. Pretty sick. Alright, there you have it guys. My thoughts on Aquatopia and Phu Quoc on the Hon Thom Island half of this Sun World complex. I'm going to go see the other half right now. But having only already seen one half of it, I can already vouch for it. This place is sick. Calm, absolutely, big tick. Let's go. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Chris Stead. It's me, back on the road. Oh, hey, keep an eye out on the channel as well, because I will do a comparison between this park and Min Wonders, which I'm going to do in a couple of days. Check out.